It's really sad that some of them just base their whole their value on what is written on a piece of paper, and by that I'm talking about grades and just the whole school system and stuff. I think it's very sad. There's some families that basically think that because their child didn't do good enough in school that their child should go out and kill themselves. I'm like, oh, they obviously don't have any idea of who created life. And in fact, I'll take it a step further. Uh, Many of their behaviors, their own behaviors, have kind of like fueled the murder mentality. Isn't that sick? I mean, just like when I went to that ice hockey game, I was like, I don't want to be here. I was told I had to go, and I'm just like, ugh. And then everybody jumping up when somebody had their nose broken or smashed in and all that kind of stuff, and they were cheering, and I'm like, there's something wrong with this picture. Basically, why were most of the people around me busy cheering and stuff, and somebody basically got hurt? I mean, it's just, and at that time, it's like, oh, is this what it's like to be a gladiator or whatever, or to what they did at the Coliseum? I mean, think about the stuff. I mean, aren't the Coliseum just kind of like the more of the no pain, no gain mentality? I mean, just like when I was making the video earlier today, they had the ones sitting there and just, going by, running, and there were some that were zooming in their cars, and then there were some that were pedaling bicycles, and I just thought, well, why is nobody stopping to look at the swans swimming and basically it just reminded me of the phrase the rat race. That's part of the reason why I hated going to New York. I was like, ugh. I mean, it's just like, ugh. And I mean, couldn't stand New York. Absolutely hated New York. Couldn't stand Boston. Didn't like Atlanta. Really hated Rome. I didn't say that. Really hated the Vatican. I mean, I just looked at the crap going on with the Vatican, and I'm just like, I mean, I literally had to walk out of some of the rooms, and they would try to sit there and pretend like everything was all right. And I'm going, what's wrong with this equation? They think that I forgot if it was hundreds or thousands of people that had been murdered over a fragment of somebody's dead bone, and I was like, I was like, and then they would see me leave, and they would sit there kind of like having a little tea party, just acting like, oh, that was normal to sit there and then sit there and question me as far as why did I walk out of the room? Why did I leave the building? I mean, it's like I was the first one with my clothes off, basically, as soon as I left the church. Yeah. As soon as I got in the car, went ahead and had everything undone, ready to rip off, took the pantyhose off, took the shoes off, took everything off that I could. Already had the dress unbuttoned and everything else like that. I was like, I mean, I just think also the absurdity as far as stuff goes. I mean, it's just like, sometimes I've had to learn the wrong way. One example is when I ended up going to Chicago. I ended up wearing a dress. I'm like, oh, so that's the reason why they call it the Windy City. Basically, I was doing a Marilyn Monroe reenactment. I'm like, oh no. That's the reason why when I look at the absurdity of the one sitting there saying that women can only wear dresses and all that kind of stuff, I'm like, shh. How does that mean you want to see my panties? I don't know if that's it or over there. There it is. I don't know. It's gone. Oh, there it is.